Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. It was a long weekend for some of us. We had Canada Day on Monday. Canada was really on Saturday, but we got the day off basically on Monday. And then there was US Independence Day, which has an impact on the market, obviously. So that was kind of a day off as well. So anyway, today is Wednesday, and it's not my favorite day to trade, to be honest. Market can be a little crazy, especially around 2 o'clock. We have FOMC minutes coming out, and that almost guarantees a big move. A lot of times it's more of a big just a big swing up and down, taking out a bunch of stops before it kind of stabilizes. But at that time, usually I'm done trading for the day. So I sort of measure the risks and decide whether to get in or not on the FOMC move at 2. So we'll see. Anyone joining the stream, guys, just please say hello, ask any question. Let's make it an interactive live stream. I apologize ahead of time because it's summer break here in Canada, so kids are at home. And unfortunately, all the camps and stuff were filled up by the time I tried to look put my kids in them. So they're going to be home with us for the next few months. So it might be noisy in the background here. Also, I'm not feeling too well. I've been fighting a cold for the past week, I think. Hey, Waggy Tails, how's it going? Okay, so market-wise, what are we looking at here? We have a strong kind of uptrend on NAS. So right now I have a Fibo tool here. Oh shit, man. Seriously? How'd you let that happen, man? Yeah, dude. You gotta be careful with that stuff. Yeah. Okay. We'll talk about it later. But the problem is it's hard these days to kind of weed out. But one lesson that's always stood the test of time is if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So just stay away. Right? Like anybody offering you guarantees, that's a red flag in trading. Like right now, for example, what I'm doing may seem too good to be true because I'm offering basically free service. Right, free signals, free coaching, all this kind of stuff. But if you read through the lines of what I'm saying is I'm building my presence on Telegram, YouTube, Instagram, maybe not so much, but but to actually have a following and grow basically an online kind of social media influencer business, you have to kind of prove yourself, and the only way you're gonna get people to follow you and And this kind of stuff is if you offer stuff for free, or you're really good at marketing, right? Which I'm not really good at marketing. I suck at marketing. So the easiest thing for me is just to do everything for free. And then, in a few weeks, few months, whatever, I will get some good reviews, hopefully, and that'll help. That would be my marketing. So it's not a selfless act, but I do have good intentions. So okay guys, so we had a massive move here as I was babbling away. Okay, so this is 9:30 candle. So right now we're just gonna watch for a minute, see what happens. Let's look back at the 1 hour. So in the 1 hour you can see we're kind of breaking above this 65 really strong. If we break above this level here, that could be significant. However, if we get a good rejection off of this level, we'll be looking for that short. So we had this downtrend here. However, it's not it's not a steep enough angle to call it a strong downtrend. For example, if you look at the move on this 1 hour, right, it's much stronger, and we've had these very aggressive touches, right? So the bias here from a longer term perspective would be that it's a long, like we're going up. So we just need to wait and see how things play out at this level, because if we had bought here, we're going to be going against this downtrend and against this EMA, so things could have just simply come back down. Also, the other thing with market open is that unless you're a very, very high risk trader and have a lot of money to waste, it's not good to take this entry yet. Even though we had basically a W pattern here, like a double bottom, just because at market open you could get this happen, and then it just reverses down just to get all the stop losses down here. So it's better to just wait, at least for the first 5 minutes. The longer you can wait, the better. Yeah, it's always it's always about patience with trading. You don't always have to be in a position to be profitable. And when trading like NAS and US30 and stuff like that, just be careful on Wednesdays and even Tuesdays. Sometimes they're not good days. Let's see what GJ is doing. GJ, so many wicks. Oil, such a messy chart on oil. Yeah, oil does look like it wants to go up today. So oil broke out of this level here. It's a bigger zone, normally is for this type of asset, right? So it's currently just trying to break out of this, so I'd wait for some kind of pullback and then a confirmation to go up. Gold. Yeah, I do trade NFP sometimes. Sorry, my headphones just died. Let me just 1 minute. Alright, sorry about that. My headphones just died. I had to sort that out. Yeah, NFP, it's a tricky one. It depends. Okay, looks like this is taking off more. I'm debating whether we're going to get into a buy here. So whenever I look at a trade like this where price has kind of escaped an entry position, I want to look at where a possible stop loss might be. So let's say we do kind of enter around here. Then our stop loss is going to be probably at this level if we were taking like a scalp entry. And this is good, like from my risk to reward perspective, this is good. We have about 2,500 points, and then after that I would go up to the higher time frame and try to see where the target's gonna be. Right, in this case it'll be about 43, so kind of like a 1 to 2 risk to reward. And then this is when I kind of take my indicators into account for kind of a scalp entry. But I always have to remember at market open around this time, indicators are not really that reliable. So I do like coming to kind of a clean chart just to see where these levels are, like where can it reject, and are we close to that rejection point. Because if we're close to a possible rejection point, then it's not worth getting into that trade, because you're gonna take the risk, and your risk might not be that much, like in our case, but it's still a high probability that it might get rejected at that level. So right now, in this case, price is kind of moving into a consolidation range, like it's consolidated in this range before. So I would suggest that we just stay out of this for now. And since it's a Wednesday and market can be a little crazy, it's best to just be a little bit more careful than most days. So for my trend lines, I don't really need them to be perfect. I just need them to kind of show me some touches, and that's kind of where I place them. So we might have an entry here. Hang on, let's see. No, we're gonna wait for a little bit more. I just don't trust that move yet. Wow, this is a really strong move. We're gonna have to sit out this one for now, guys. Let's see. Would have been great to get in at the bottom, but can always wish. Like a lot of people, they would take this trade, and sometimes it does work out. Sometimes you do, and but also again, once they see price start moving aggressively like this, they would take profit and miss out on the rest of it. It just being in this kind of a trade sometimes is a bit it's a bit stressful, because you never know when this move is just going to reverse and you're going to get twice the move down. I've seen that happen over and over again. So whenever you miss these, don't feel too bad. There's going to be another one at some point, and maybe at a more like more stable time of the day, right? Because at market open, you don't necessarily want to get in right away. You're going to get big swings, and sometimes those swings just continue moving, but it's kind of a gamble. That's when trading is a gamble. Waggy tails indicators. So I think that's something I'm gonna cover in my VIP group. So for now anyway, I'm not gonna cover that on the stream. But experienced traders that have seen these lines, they know what they are, I think. And the rules around it are really good. Like we get like a 70% win rate. Yeah, in the VIP group, I share everything. We'll go through the settings, what they are, how to use them, time frames, what assets to use, and things like that. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait till probably after 10 on this to see what happens. I'm really hoping for a good pullback, and then we see what happens with the pullback, especially if we look here. We had this downtrend, we've broken out of it, we've broken out of this level up here, so right now I would really hope we can get a pullback into this area at least, and if we do, then we'll look for a more stable entry for a long. So for now, let's just wait. I'm gonna look at some other pairs for now and see if we see if we have any movement on those. So this is US30. So for my support areas and resistance areas, I'm just looking for touches, especially if we have major touches. Like here we had, I wouldn't call this a major touch because I want to see that happen a lot more than just these two areas, but it is significant because normally, like if you see here, we had price kind of aggressively pulling away from it. And then we came down here and then we had some aggression from here as well. Here we broke it nicely. There was kind of a fake out move here. Like let's see if we go down to a lower time frame, 10, 15, 5, 1 even. Yeah, so we had a move, just a pullback essentially here. Then we had a rejection, and then now we're getting this rejection here, which seems like a significant rejection off that level that was previously support that's now becoming resistance. These are setups that we like. So now we're just gonna wait to see what happens in this area. As you can see, like when you see these many wicks and stuff, like this is just confusing, right? Let me just put some lines here just to confirm with the indicators. Okay, so if we go down here, for example, this is very confusing. Like there's so much going on here. So there's clearly a battle for supremacy, really. So you want to stay out of those. Now we're in the 5-minute chart, and if we can get a solid close here, especially this candle right now, that's looking really good. If we can get that, okay, even the 1 minute is showing this aggression here from this area. I think it's worth entering this trade. Let me see, where's the level that we're gonna try to go for. So we have this, and then we have this as well here. Okay, we're getting a strong rejection off that level. Just prepare for a sell here, guys, on US30. Stop loss is gonna be about 34321 or 34320. Okay, I'm taking a sell. Three, 4, 3, 2, 2 is my stop loss actually. Take profit. Is 34215. Actually no, 34220. That's like a TP1 hopefully. Oh wow, yeah, should have waited for that close. Yeah, just hold on, don't enter. That kind of pullback that was kind of a fake out in a way, I think. My SL is about to be hit, so let's see. Yep, I'm out. That was stupid. So lesson here is should have waited for that 5 minute to close. That was a little reckless on my part. I was so convinced that was gonna. So right now, what's gonna happen here really is just maybe it's either gonna break out and go back up, or basically what this is, it's a fake out, and then it'll continue down. A lot of times when I have these kind of impatient entries, that's kind of what happens. I'm usually right about the direction, just the timing is wrong. So this one is worth looking at still. Yeah, whenever we make a loss, just take note of why, and just try not to do it again. My biggest problem is the impatience with the entries sometimes. This looked like a really good setup, but I think it looked like a really good setup for a lot of people. So liquidity people could be seeing that and basically coming to get all these stop losses that are here now, because when we had the entry here, you could have had stops like right here and then right above here, right? Some people have even bigger stops, so we could get a strong push here. Let's see. Let's go back to US NAS and let's see what happens. Because for NAS we had that breakout, now we have this pullback, so we really are hoping for a bounce and then a continuation. Let's just see what happens here with this 5 minute. And one thing I didn't mention there, like, well, I did mention it earlier, but just for Wednesdays when trading like NAS and stuff, just use a smaller risk. So here's US30 again. See that big wick that's forming. We're gonna wait for this 5 minutes to see what happens. My stop loss might have just been too tight, but you know, logically from where I was entering, it made sense, because the entry was somewhere here, stop loss was above here. 0.05. Yeah, just try to not be more than 0.5%, right? I know that seems small, like, you know, $5 really is your stop loss. But it's better to just be safe and try to be consistent, because if you put too much risk on a trade, if you win it, you're training your brain to think that that's okay. And from a psychological perspective, it's gonna, like, you're releasing dopamine at that point, and it's like a drug. Your brain is gonna remember, oh yeah, when I did this and this last time, it felt so good. And then just subconsciously, your brain's gonna try to replicate that. And even for shitty setups, you're gonna end up doing the same thing. And then when you lose, it's not gonna register the same way as when you win. So it's important to just start doing the right thing at the beginning and let that be the habit that forms. When I started trading, the wrong habits formed for me. Took a long time to kind of wiggle out of that, because I started out winning, and like all professional traders will tell you, that's probably the worst way to start trading, when like winning your trades. It's not good, because at that point your brain thinks, oh, this is so easy. But as you get more and more into it, you realize it's not. But then your brain still tries to replicate the things that you did when you were new. So right now, NAS is looking a little flat. It's very tempting to buy in here if we get a breakout, though. Let's see. US30 is just doing some bullshit right now. It could very well be just a breakout of this and making it a support area again, you know. But there's a battle going on right now when you see all these wicks. So it's better to just wait out for a little bit longer. Let's see what's going on with gold. Gold is testing the support area. Yeah, gold is not like it. Whenever I see all these wicks on an asset, I get a little worried. Gold just sometimes look better on a shorter time frame than, let's say, the 1 hour. Sometimes it's hard to see structure, but yeah, on the 4 hour and daily, you see better structure. So it's just that it swings a lot too. So for someone like me that tries to trade with very tight stops, I get swinged out of gold really quick. Okay, let's go back to US30, see what's happening here. So US30, it looks like it wants to do this short, but let's see. Oh yeah, this on the US30. Yeah, our gold. So NAS is testing this area, but okay, we have just 30 seconds to close the 10 o'clock candle. Let's see what happens here. This could be interesting. Yeah, gold, I went into relax, it consolidates basically, but it's a very aggressive mover. That's why people trade it. However, perfecting the stop loss for gold is where my issue is. Because I like, relatively speaking, I do use a lot of volume in my trading, but that's because I'm always trying to have a tighter stop. So with gold, I would need to kind of just reevaluate how my risk profile in general. I would have to reduce my risk a lot more and have a much bigger stop loss. But a lot of times that means you gotta wait for the trade longer as well. I don't know, some people just perfect it, right? and it's good to specialize. Like, I would think of myself as a specialist when it comes to NAS, because that's where I've made, like, where I've seen success in my trading, really. Not so much the Forex pairs or gold. I mean, in the past I used to trade gold all the time, and I did well. But I don't know. I think we just had some relationship issues. Okay, let's see. NAS is trying to go up. This could also just be consolidation, right? Like, we get when we're in consolidation area, you get this a lot. You'll get kind of this. You had this aggressive move, well, not aggressive, but fairly stable, bullish move with these two candles, and then boom, just some bullshit coming down, and then now that's trying to do the same thing, but it's pulling back again. So it's just consolidating. So, you'll get people seeing that candle, like how with the US30 I saw that candle going down, this one going up very strong, and you'll get buyers coming in, and then it just comes back down and takes you out. So that's basically what happens with these consolidation. It's just a lot of indecision with traders. That's why sometimes it's best to wait for that 10:15, 10:30, like I always say. That's when we get a bit more stability in price. Let's see if we can get a break of this area here, and then we're going for an entry for a long. Okay, so be ready. Okay, all right. Yeah, let's see. Almost. Few more seconds, 20 seconds. Let's see. Oh, what a tease. We're just waiting. I'm still biased long here, so let's see what happens. 10, 15, 30. Because if we break this area here nicely, then we might be able to get a good rally. So I won't be setting a take profit immediately. I'll be looking for multiple entries if we can get a nice breakout. And Waggy, for your thing, I think you can look for multiple entries as well. Just keep it 0.5% per entry. Maybe do 2 entries. One will go for 1 to 2. Yeah, it is NAS100. We'll go for 1 to 2 and then a 1 to 4, or I'll keep moving my TP if price keeps moving. Yeah, Redzi, that's true. But what happens sometimes is that we'll get a direction chosen by the big players early, because I've seen that happen. Like, and then news comes out, and it just will spike some people out, and then keep moving in that direction. And then later on, around 10:30, when more news comes out, it just rallies even more. So sometimes I do try to get in early before the open. Like if I see a pattern setting up that could push for the day or multiple days, and get in early before the open, and hopefully price has moved past past our entry in profit significantly enough, so that when market opens and it does spike against us, we're safe. That happens, and those are the days that are really profitable. because you're writing the move from the beginning. Just need to know what to look for and the subtleties and price movement. Look at US30 again. So we got spiked out over here for a stop loss. Now it's back to where my entry was. But look at this, right? Like, this is just a battle. If you can, like, imagine two teams fighting for dominance here. I still think it's gonna go down, like, just based on this, like, breakout of that structure. This is a pullback, so like we just need price to stabilize probably, and we could very well get that move down. However, given the fact that NAS is going up, US30 sometimes will also do what NAS does, because I think they share a lot of commonalities. So if if NAS keeps going up, US100, US30 could very well be going up as well. NAS is basically consolidating here as well, though. There's clearly some imbalance. Oh god, sorry about the noise, guys. My youngest is just jumping. So when I got my third child, so I used to, like in my house we have 4 bedrooms, and one of those used to be my office. It was really nice and quiet. But then when we got the third child, I decided to put my office in the basement. And yeah, my kids are just really loud, like really heavy footed, I guess. Okay, so this is US30. We're getting that move. Also, NAS100, we're getting that, like that bullish move that we're waiting for is kind of starting to play out. But again, it's consolidating. You know, we had this strong bullish candle. Let's see what the 5 minutes says. 5 minutes says it's a rejection. We have to be careful here, guys. Just the way price is moving, it's very unstable at the moment. So if we do take an entry, just remember to take half the risk that you normally would. Because we could get a very good move, that could result in as much profit as a normal stable day. It's better to be safe just with all of these wicks. Okay, so it looks like US30 wants to make this move finally. Let's see. Are we gonna get in? Yeah, I'm getting in and shorts on US30 again. So stop loss is 34320. My first TP is at we're gonna go for the break of this, looking for this level. So the first TP is 34157. Second TP is 34060. Let me know if you need me to repeat those. I really don't like that pullback. Are you guys in this trade? Yeah, Red Sea. It's probably safer to do that. So where's your fib at? Where'd you start your fib? Probably here, I guess. Maybe here. Yeah, this 5-minute candle is just not nice. Not a good one for this setup right now. My entry was 34222 to 34222. Oh, okay, I got it. Oh, okay. Oh, so you're looking for a continuation then, Redzi? Like just a bounce on the golden zone and then going up? It's definitely possible. That's the thing about the market. You know, we can speculate, but it could do whatever it wants. Just gotta hope you're on the right side of it. Especially a day like today with all this consolidation and just like crazy wicks. It's a tough day to make calls. Ooh, here we go. There's that NAS breakout that I was waiting for. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking at this on the 10 minute, because if I look at it on the like 1 and 5 minutes, these movements are just too crazy. So I'm looking at the 10 just to remove the noise. Okay, it looks like NAS is really trying to push up. Let's see, where would our stop loss be? Stop loss is a little too much for me, to be honest. Because I already have a decent sized stop loss on US30 here as well. Yeah, on US30, 15 minute and 10 minutes look way better than looking at the lower time frames. So the thing I've noticed with like US30 and NAS, normally when we get a rejection, then a break down below the 23, like if we're doing a retracement, sometimes if we push strong enough and start breaking through that 50, we could get a full retracement. Most days anyway. Today is not looking like one of those days right now. We're getting close to the 10:30 candle. Usually we get a direction by then. Be right back, guys. I just need to get some emails replied to. Okay, I'm back. What a messy price movement. Jeez. Okay, let's see NAS. Okay, NAS is going up. Seems like it. But very slowly. Really hate being in these consolidation. 5 more minutes for the 10-minute candle. For the 10:30 candle to close. Whichever way it decides to go could be very aggressive. Looks like my stream quality just dropped a little bit. My service provider sent me a new modem. I need to hook it up and see if that's better. Anyone here from Canada or the US? Send a flag. Or anywhere else, actually, for that matter. I just said Canada or US because we had the holidays. Redzi, which part of Asia? Oh, nice. Want to go to Singapore one day. Heard some good things. How do you like it in Singapore? Yeah. Expensive because of taxes, or just products are naturally more expensive? Waggy, happy 4th. So Singapore has high taxes, I guess. Canada too. Canada has crazy taxes. Yeah, I need to take some time to travel. I've been working for, since after college. I've been working nonstop. Hardly taken any kind of vacation. Well, I've had small vacations here and there with the family, but nothing significant. Redzi, I run a tech company too. Kind of a little startup. So, yeah. How about you, Redzi? What do you do? Do you have a day job? Oh, nice, Swaggy. What do you do? PS Auto. Never heard of that. Like what type of software is it? I was using Auto software. So Red Z, you're like a firefighter kind of thing, or the medical part of it? Oh man, I'm really not liking this trade anymore. Jesus. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to close this one. Or let it hit the stop loss, I guess. Red Z, I'm assuming you got kind of an entry confirmation on yours. No, are you looking for a break back above the structure? Yeah, price is just not moving very nice right now. This is looking like a bullish setup right now, though. But this was also looking like a bearish setup here too. It's one of those days. So Red Z, you're in, right? You bought in? Probably what, on this candle here somewhere? 5 minute. Three, 4, 2, 8, 6. Oh, okay, you bought in under rejection here somewhere. Okay, looks like we're gonna get taken out here again. Red Z's a nice profit probably. Good job, dude. Okay, that's it. Out. I'm currently down about 1% for the day. trying to see if we can go long here, but this is just such a shit show. Just wait, Waggy. Right now it's just too choppy, like all these wicks up and down here. I just not feeling it. But if I look at the 30-minute, right, we had breakout pullback, which was a strong kind of rejection of this level, and then break back above this zone. So from that perspective, since we got this candle that didn't actually form a bearish move, looking for a long would be a good idea. Let's see if we can get in one of these. I would wait for a minute. For example, we have this 1 minute chart. We're looking for the stochastic to pull back a little bit more, and then when we get a cross back to go long, then we could probably go long. Let's just wait and see. Sometimes we don't always get that pullback too. Let's wait for this candle to close. And if we don't get the pullback, it means that we're in a bit more of an aggressive bullish move. So we got 1 minute and 50 seconds to close this 5-minute candle. This was a good confirmation here. So right now, if we entered here, stop loss, I would put my stop loss under the 50 here. Yeah. So about the day job, guys. So what I do normally, I wake up early, get my regular work stuff out of the way for because I have a few things I need to do in the morning. Then once that's done, around 8:30, 9 o'clock, then I start looking at the trading. And while I'm in an open position, I might reply to emails and stuff like that. Just do some housekeeping. And then in the afternoon, I probably, most days anyway, I'll just strictly be working, not so much on the trading side. So it's good that I have that flexibility. However, my goal is to take the trading stuff more seriously and move into that full time in the near future, hopefully. That's partially why I'm building up the community and stuff. When you're trading, it's good to have kind of multiple streams of income kind of thing. And I have some other like software projects I'm working on as well. I always keep myself busy. It's a blessing and a curse. Okay, Redzi, that's cool. So 2 days on, 2 days off kind of thing. That's a good schedule too. Red Sea, what trading system do you use? I think I asked you this before, but I forgot. I think you said just regular support resistance zones, Fibo levels, things like that. Sorry, I meant strategy. Alright, this next trade needs to be a winner. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's a good place to trade there, Redzi. Just the standard fundamentals. What are we bouncing off of here? Okay, I got too many lines now. Gotta remove these. Don't need some analysis paralysis. Okay. So yeah, sometimes I get a little bit too carried away and I end up with like way too many lines in the chart. So right now we're looking at the zone, and then we're gonna look for some to play off of that. Oops, sorry. That's NAS, and then if we come back to US30, I think that might be our entry there. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a long on US30. Stop loss is at 34272. soon as I took that entry, man. Jesus. What is going on today? I have a big stop loss, so hopefully that can hold. If we do start moving back up here, I might take some more entries. Because right now I'll just kind of break even. Let's see. I guess if we were gonna look at this on a longer term trade, stop loss should be probably around here. It's just one of those days. Need a bounce here. So I have a rule, if I get 3 consecutive losses for the day, it's time to just stop. There's obviously something not working, or my psychology is off somehow. I need to stop, reevaluate, and then come back, and maybe take the day. I think if the stop loss hits too, I might actually be at my daily allowed loss. So, like, just my personal allowed loss. I'm under 1 minute here because I'm looking for any sign that this will actually go up. Trades per day, so actual entries, that depends on if I manage to get multiple entries per trade, because I normally try to get at least 2 entries, because then I can hit target multiple take profit levels. But trades per day really depends on the market. So since I trade NAS and US30, I'll get anywhere from 1 to 5 trades or so per day. Because like today we've had 3 trades, but with very little movement. But that could also lead to like 5 trades. So that's why it's good to kind of have like a max number of losers in a row. So for example, if I had 1 win, 1 loss, then another loss, I would take a 4th trade, and then if I lost that again, then I would stop. Because based on my strategy, I shouldn't really have 3 losing trades in a row. And if I do have that, then something's off. Market's not moving the way I need it to move, or my psychology is off somehow. So it's just a good rule to have to kind of reevaluate your mindset and everything else. This way you're not fighting with your brain per se. You're just taking a break and reevaluate. And then later on, like if I check the market again in the afternoon, like 1:30 or so, I might see an actual really good setup, and then I'll come back in. So it's more of taking a break from trading for now. But trading is the job, so you can't let the losers kind of scare you out of it, right? You have to come in with the mindset that, okay, you could lose, and you have to know how much you're willing to lose before you take a break. I find when I've had like a winning streak, it tends to like a losing streak can follow. So that's another reason for the max number of losing trades in a row. Because so far for the month I've done, for last month I did decent. The beginning part of the month I had kind of a winning streak. For the first 2 weeks I think I had 2 losing trades. But then last week on Friday I had some losses, and it could just be the mindset flowing through to today as well. So if you let that losing streak continue, then you basically wipe away the profits you've made. So not a reason to just stop for a little bit. Some days I've had like one trade that's just so amazing, I'm done for the day. But because I started this Telegram channel, Waggy, are you in this long trade that I'm in right now? No, it's still good to enter. Let me see, but it's consolidating. That's the problem. Like, it's just kind of doing the same thing here, but let's see. Yeah, and it's still a good trade, I think. Stop loss is at 34272. Look like it's getting ready to blast off. In a normal situation, that may be true, but in this consolidation area here, that is some bullshit. A trade like this, if we do get to like the first TP, I'm just moving everything to break even, and then hopefully we can get kind of a runner at that point. That's usually what I'm hoping for. Waggy, so the first TP is at 34364. Second TP is 34404. And then I have a third TP that is 34453. I'm just gonna post it on the Telegram group channel there, so all the numbers are there. Red Z, this is looking like a good trade for you. Yeah, Red Z, that this bullish candle here on the 15, the previous bullish, that's a really nice candle. It's just still so choppy though that it's reversing on that. As long as we don't have some like crazy engulfing candle right now, like bearish engulfing, could be a good trade still. I'm just muting my audio for a little bit, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hey Waggy, are you in this trade? We're starting to get some good bullish momentum coming in here. So Redzi, do you do like break even stops? Waggy, that's like an impossible question. The market can do anything, man. At this point, you know, like just looking at this, you could get big players that just shoots the market right down just to get back into this move where it broke through this level. So yeah, it could possibly go down. However, we're looking at it breaking back above this level, holding with a strong bullish candle, and we're hoping for the continuation of this move. So that's why we enter it with a stop loss that we're willing to lose, knowing that there is possibility of it shooting back down. That's why for me, when I get to a certain level, I start moving my stop loss to break even, just knowing that there is a possibility it could go back down. So with trading, you got to take it and keep in mind that there's no guarantees. That's why you see most analysts, they'll say, okay, if price breaks through here, then it's going up. However, if it comes back down here, it's going to go down, right? So you just got to weigh those probabilities, really. So Redzi, you don't have a target profit? So right now I'm gonna measure how much my first TP is from like the average entry here, and it's about 4,500 points. So I'm gonna go for about 5,000 points for my trailing stop. So trailing stop, custom, and then 5,000. That way, as soon as we break out of the first TP, my stop will become basically break even, and at least we secured the first TP, and then after that it's kind of a free trade. Yeah, Redzy, that's good. So your TP, what do you have, like kind of where this one is right now? Somewhere here probably. Okay, we had the 11 o'clock candle close, and now it's currently 11:08. So this actually is looking good to continue going up. I'm not gonna move my stop loss. Like normally I would have already moved my stop loss, but because it's been so choppy, I want to give it a little bit more breathing room. Yeah, Redzy, that's a healthy healthy TP from where you entered. Oh yeah, that's good. My TP, I sent it in the Telegram group there, but it's I got 3 TPs. Check the Telegram channel, it has all details there. Just in the general channel. Oh, Red Sea, that's crazy. And how are you doing profit wise? Are you in the green or red? Like how much percent are you up? Let's look at it that way. Or down. And what's your percentage? Whoa, 12%? If this is a normal thing for you, then that's amazing. If you can keep your focus for 8 hours and be in the green at a significant percentage, and is this like normal? Like every day you trade, you kind of do something similar, or? Oh, first time for like trading for so long and being in profit, or what? Yeah, Waggy, that's something we're gonna have to work on. Yeah, Redzi, that's actually really good. If you're able to keep that kind of discipline and stick to your rules, and manage your risk well, then you're set up for success with trading, man. Um, that's the thing. Like a lot of people, even me, if I'm trading, like I can trade, 8 hours or more, but at a certain point, my rules start to break down. I start to see things that aren't there, especially if I start making some losses. Things kind of get a little crazy. So it's not for everyone, but if you can do it, then you're above a lot of us in terms of capability. However, with that said, at any point, the negative part can kick in. So I would say, like, don't aim for a percentage every day, but aim for, if you pass a certain amount, just stop, right? It's better that way, because at any point you can give it back to the market. So it's better to take what you have, and you can secure that by just walking away, and then just go about, enjoy your day. Because like, to be honest, 12% per day for any day, that's amazing. And I'm hoping you're getting it from like not too much risk, especially when you're trading NAS and stuff. Like, it's easy to get that kind of percentage. Nice. Yeah. So that US200, was that like, so okay, so how many trades have you taken today within that 8 hours? That's an important factor too. Seven trades, 8 hours. That's really good. Um, that shows that you have some like strong control of your rules and your impulses. And how long have you been trading? Like, how many years, months? Whoa, 2 months? Whew. That's amazing, dude. Um, no, that's really good. So, keep in mind that this is what works. The patience, following the rules, managing your risk, right? Oh, okay. You have a mentor, so yeah, definitely, that helps. So yeah, that's really good. Because with mentors, they've gone through all the shit. So if you're willing to listen and follow, it's a massive shortcut to getting to a good professional level of trading. See, for me, I never had a mentor. I spent years dabbling and playing and messing around, and you know. Nice. So he's there with you. That's really good. Yeah. So have you blown up any account since you started? Like lost any account? Any significant money? A lot of traders don't take it seriously until they see that you can actually lose significant money. Okay, that's good. Well, not good, but good from a learning perspective. Yeah, I think a lot of new traders see it that way, like just betting on something. Um, Whereas there's more to it, right? Because when we're trading, we're looking for longevity, and the risk to reward ratio is so important, especially if you know your win rate as well, because you should know your win rate, and then based on that calculate what your RR should be, kind of thing. Because they're professional traders with win rates like 30%, which is low, but their RR is amazing, right? Like 1 to 10, 1 to 15, things like that. For me, my average is about 65, 70. But a lot of those are like break evens too, so that kind of skews things a little bit. So Waggy, you mean enter the same trade for a long? No, do not enter at this point. It's too late. You should have lesson for you. You should have stayed in. But I mean, if you did seven, like Waggy, so are you break even for the day? Are you in a little bit of profit? Because I know we had 2 losses so far. Like I'm almost at break even. Okay, so right there we had our TP1 just got hit. And I have a trailing stop of 5,000 points. Oh, Aggie, you're still holding? I thought you closed at 7%. Oh, sorry, no, you mean you're up 10% for the day? Oh, okay, good. So you're still running that one? You have a runner. Okay. So you are so in total, taking all the losses and the wins and stuff into consideration, are you up for the day or are you in the red? Okay, good. That's good, man. Blue, green, take it. As long as it's not red. So right now my trailing stop just kicked in. After we break above this level, that'll be really good, because then maybe we'll be targeting the second TP. But Waggy, it's risky to enter at these points because at any point we could get a pullback, and you would need a big stop loss. So it's just a higher risk entry. Personally, I would not recommend it or take it. I would wait to see some kind of fib retracement or something. Right? Like you need to have a good reason why you would enter long, and it can't just be based on momentum. There has to be multiple reasons. So right now we're getting a rejection on this level here. So we could build kind of an idea or a thesis around this to say that if we get rejection off this level and price comes back down to maybe the golden zone or comes back to the 38.2% and then shows some bullish rejection on this level, then we would re-enter and take a long. And that's literally what I would do if this does happen. And if it does happen, that means it's gonna take out my my stop losses here. But it's a free trade at this point. There's no risk to me. In fact, I'm just gonna remove these trailing stops because I don't want them to keep moving. Yeah, so if we do get this pullback down here, then I would be looking for a re-entry, and at that point I'm going to be taking my full risk profile on this trade. So right now I've been taking half my regular risk, but if we do get a confirmation bounce off of this level, that will be a strong kind of confirmation, and I would be looking to take a good trade off of that. Also keep in mind that we're testing this downtrend, so that could be another good reason for it to come back down. Redzi, what do you mean? What pull? Okay, I get it. You mean from the beginning of that move to this area here? Yeah, I guess if we go down to the shorter time frame too, this could be the fib level that we're looking at here. There's some statisticians that think Fibonacci levels are just bullshit. It just happens to coincide with the like it's just kind of a fluke that there's some kind of what's it called, confluence between price and fib levels. I don't know. It works. Fibonacci works most of the time, so I'm not gonna argue with those points. You know, like it's just, for me, Fibonacci is more of a quick way to show areas of interest. Like if you pull it from one point to the next, you almost guarantee you see these areas where it tests that level, right? Like look at this, look at that area. Yeah, you're right, Redzi. And a lot of traders are looking at those levels, so they do become psychological levels, where people start putting money in or taking money out based on those levels. So I don't follow Fibonacci religiously like some people do, in terms of like, you know, for sure if it hits this zone then we're gonna do this and this. I just look at it as a quick way to show these areas of interest, really, because you can pull it any way you want and you'll see these areas, right? Waggy, yeah, I still see bullish momentum. However, I'm just worried about this this downtrend area here, right? I want to see if we can get a nice break out of this, then I'll be happy. Because if we could get to this TP right here, that will make my day and I'll be in the green. But But this could be some kind of trend forming here as well. But the thing that makes me think it's not really that is that if we look at this previous high here, it's basically, well, okay, this is a previous high here as well, and this is a previous lower high as well. So it broke through that, then it broke through this previous high, so it's broken two previous lower highs. So it's really trying to create a new trend essentially. So my only concern at this point is that it will pull back and take out my stop loss. However, I'm fine with that too, because my stop loss is at break even and I'm not going to make a loss. That just means that I'm going to be trading for longer today, because then I'm going to wait for something like a pullback based on this bigger move, right? And that pullback is going to be anywhere in this area. And we're on the 15-minute chart, so that means, you know, like at least an hour of waiting. So, but yeah, my bias is still long at this point, mainly because we broke those previous lower highs. Waggy, when trading with me, just remember that I'm always looking for that one trade that's gonna be a big like runner. So try not to close too early. And from a risk perspective, you know, I'm always trying to like reduce the risk as soon as I can, like moving it to break even or having it trailing the stop, the price, things like that. So, and there are going to be days when we will have losers, so that's why risk management is so important. With any trader, any strategy, you're going to have losses. So, and that's where risk management comes in. Thanks, Waggy. Red Z, you still holding this? Yeah, Redzi, I might agree with you here. I don't like the rejection on this level. Yeah, I'm closing that trade as well. Waggy, so now we're looking for a possible re-entry because we're getting this rejection on this level. So my hope is that price will come back down and test one of these levels or this zone preferably, and if it does, then we're looking for a buy. Waggy, so there's a good lesson here as well. Like, to close your trade manually, you have to have like a valid reason. So don't go with an emotional reason. Like the reason this one was closed is because we have this trend line where price has, like it started here, it basically rejected here as well. Like, so if we just draw it from here, yeah, so it's kind of trend zone here. So we got a rejection, technically a rejection here as well. We broke through a little bit, but it's nothing significant. Whenever you have kind of a break, you need a close above, and then you need to watch that price doesn't then close back inside. Like right now, it's starting to close back inside this trend line. So yeah, so once we had that break and then we're having kind of a rejection, that's a valid reason to get out because it's looking like momentum has slowed down there. If we look at this on the 1 minute chart, our bearish candles are becoming bigger than the bullish candles. A lot of wicks. It's just sort of like consolidating again, so that could be a good reason to get out, especially in our situation where I've had some losses today, so I don't want to necessarily hold it and then it comes back down, takes me out again. So always have kind of a valid reason to exit. Now if it does continue to push above, then we might look for a pullback again to this level. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, and then we don't have a trade. But that's what we got to keep in mind. Okay, so let's look at NAS. What's going on here? So NAS is kind of doing the same thing. Yeah, so NAS did do a pullback, and it's looking like a really nice pullback. Just trying to see if it has like the momentum or levels to try and hit coming down, because right now it's testing right here. Yeah, NAS does look like it wants to pull back more, and I would say it does have the room to do it. Right, we're looking for kind of like a golden zone pullback here. For the golden zone pullback, you always need to look as well for some kind of zone or area within that golden zone. So it's not just a golden zone because it's between the 50 and 61. I mean, you call it a golden zone, but if you don't have things like this where you had these rejections, then it's not really valid, in my opinion. In this case, this one does seem valid because we've had so much rejection on that level. So I would wait a little bit more. Looking for a long on NAS here. Redzy, you still looking for more entries, or are you calling it a day? That's good, man. Don't risk anymore. Thing with like with NAS and stuff too, when you get this big move, sometimes you'll get a consolidation, and a day like today that's possible because we have that 2 o'clock FOMC minutes. So you know, even for me, I'm debating whether to take more trades or wait till after FOMC. Like, I'm looking at this NAS setup here. I might look to go long. I'm just waiting for a bit more momentum and confirmation on this level. Alright, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Let's see. Okay guys, be ready for a long entry on NAS. I'm really just waiting for some momentum to come in here. Just a little worried with this move. Like, I would have preferred it to come all the way down to the 50 or this area here just to test that. We have 2 minutes to close this 10-minute candle, so be great if price could just slow down, maybe drop a little bit more, and then, you know, give us a perfect entry. Still waiting, guys. That's the 65 VMA. Just kind of holding price at that level. These 1 minute like trend lines and stuff, for me, they're not significant things. I just like to kind of box price in and wait for some kind of movement out or within the box that it's in, just to draw some structure kind of thing. So right now I'm looking for a long, probably around this level here, so 15 to 33, 34, 35, somewhere there, with a stop loss about 15,193. No entry yet though. When I come for my entry, I like to but I like to confirm with stochastics, because right now we're overbought. So there's a good chance it's gonna pull back down for a little bit more, and then if that does happen, then we're looking for stochastic to cross back up. Like right now there's a good chance it's still gonna continue down. Like I said, my preferred entry would have been for it to come all the way back down here to this level here. I see we got some more viewers, guys. Please say hi. Try to make the stream more interactive and not boring. So Waggy, you see, when you were asking about re-entering, it was around these areas, right? So you would have been in a drawdown, or might have been getting close to your stop loss at this point. Yeah, NAS is my preferred asset to trade. So we have a minute and 40 seconds to close this 5-minute candle. Okay, we're looking for that sniper entry. Okay, so we had a 5-minute close. It's not really a nice one for longs anyway. Could be good for shorts, but I'm looking for a long at this point. Reds, you mean like a breakdown or break up? Yeah, that's basically what I'm waiting for, like some signs of it continuing to go up. But you're right, there's a big resistance daily area that it's testing at this point. Oh, got too many things on my chart here. Yeah, so on the daily, we've had this like double top basically, eh? Every time it's touched this area, it's rejected. In our last 2 touches, even 3. This is definitely a significant area for NAS. That 4-hour candle is it's really strong. We have an hour to go before we close that one. Look at this. That's an amazing engulfing candle on the 1 hour. Now we're back in this consolidation kind of area here. Yeah, on the daily, this is just consolidation at this point. The fact that it didn't reject within the past couple of days could also mean that it wants to break through. Right. And this 4 hours is kind of giving us this maybe like a false sense of bearish momentum. That's possible. Let's just see what happens here with this golden zone retracement. NAS could be an interesting trade if we could get it right. Here we have US30 doing something similar, heading towards that 50 level. Okay, so for NAS, we're in the golden zone at this point. We're currently 12 noon. Sometimes we get things slowing down at this point. I do like this rejection candle that we're seeing right now. Okay, so that was a nice 5-minute rejection candle off of that 65 EMA and the 50 fib level. So now we need to see some kind of bullish momentum come in. Hey, Waggy, you looking for an entry? Waggy, how much time do you have to trade per day, basically? That's good. 4 hours is good. Same with me. I mean, that's what I try to do. I don't really want to go over that too much. I got family and another business to operate, so. The US30 pullback is really nice too. So the situation that we have right now tends to trap some retail traders, people that are just looking at candlestick patterns, right? Because you're taught that that's a bullish candlestick pattern and you have to enter, basically. It's not always the case. Right now we're just looking for strong momentum to come in because we had a lot of strong bearish momentum pushing price all the way down. So unless we get really strong movement up, this is going to continue. But like I said, it's also noon, so price could just fluctuate at this level here, especially it's a significant kind of level. Yeah, so we're getting some consolidation right now. If I do get into a long soon, I'll be looking at an entry around here. Stop loss is probably going to be around this area here. First TP and second TP is 100% of that move. Like 100% retracement of that pullback. Sometimes you got to look at these trades. Like for example, this setup that's coming right now, it's just so obvious, right? That you could get the big players waiting for people to enter, waiting for, momentum start building, and you see a big push, and then they just crash it down a little bit more just to get some stop losses. Like I was saying, my stop loss for an entry here might be around this area. Right, it's very close for them to just push that price down, capture all the stops, and then continue up. Just like what we saw here, right? This was a very kind of obvious long setup pattern, like a buy. Especially if you're using indicators and stuff, stochastics is showing a long, but then it crashes down, right? So just have to be careful with that. I like to see this type of move too, where it continuously rejects that level. Waggy, this could be a significant trade if we do get a good entry. So don't cut it short. We'll try to get to break even as soon as we can, and hopefully we get a breakout of that daily level, and then could be pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, they could very well pull back. So right now we're seeing a similar pattern where it's setting up this obvious long or buy. Right, so right now in a 5-minute candle, we're getting probably a lot of entries to go long right now. It just seems very obvious, a rejection on the 50. So for me though, I kind of want to wait for a close of this candle. Because they could still do a liquidity grab to come down and just get more liquidity. So we want to be paranoid, but not so paranoid that we don't take the trade too, right? So basically I want to break and hold above this level here. So right now that's looking good. And that level corresponds with my 65 EMA here. Okay, so I have a risk manager that I might share on my Telegram soon. It's just a product I built. You basically define what your stop loss and TP would be in points, and then you just click enter and it'll enter your trade. So a full 2 minutes to close this candle. Okay, we have a minute to go before the 10-minute 5-minute and 10-minute close. That is a very nice candle. We had it trying to pull back here. So if it doesn't follow through, then we can go long. All right, we're getting some momentum in that candle. Okay guys, I'm preparing to go long. Let's just wait for confirmation here on the 5-minute. If we don't get it, then we don't go long. So we had to close, but as you can see, we're getting a rejection right away. Yep. So this could actually be the liquidity grab we were looking at. No, I don't think it's a liquidity grab in this case. It might just be a small pullback from this area. Maybe some people, some stop losses getting hit, or people, I don't know. Some people thinking it's just a pullback to continue this downtrend, maybe. So just the waiting game again. Wow, look at that 15-minute candle. That's crazy. Okay, Red Z, thanks for joining the stream. Have a good night. Same time tomorrow. Okay, our trade might be coming up. Keep your fingers on the button. We're gonna be going long. Stop loss is going to be 15,180 to be safe. This is on NAS100. Just waiting for this candle to close. Still waiting. Okay, I'm taking my first entry. Took my second entry. My first TP is about 363,633 points away at 15,251 or 52 actually. And then TP2 is at 15,279. Okay, I'm going to post these entries on Telegram, so the details will be there. Yo, Waggy, you in this trade? And win or lose, this is going to be my last trade for the day, guys. Just a heads up. Okay, cool, man. Let's get it. I'm liking the look of this 10-minute candle so far. Let's hope we get a bullish close. That could be pretty good. My only concern about this trade is that it's such an obvious trade for people to take. So normally when this type of stuff happens, you might get big swings in the opposite direction. So I'm gonna put a trailing stop of about 4,000 on the one with the longer take profit. That way, as soon as we hit TP1, we can start trailing. And then I may actually remove my TP2 for now, because I want this to keep going lower. Waggy, how many entries you got on this trade? What lot? I guess the lots don't really tell me much because it's very broker dependent for the lot size. Because mine right now is like 25 lot per entry, but that's really only 2.5 lots per entry. Okay, just one entry. Okay. That could be pretty good for you if this works out. So since you have one entry, there is a way in MT5 to take partials. I just never tried it. Maybe Google how to take partials on MT5 and just take half off once we get to about this level here, somewhere between this or even where I'm at for my TP1, 15.252. Yeah, we're going long on this. We are buying. Wasn't expecting this kind of pullback. But like I said previously there, this is such an obvious setup that we could expect this kind of a push down to get liquidity before going back up. This could also be pushing down until FOMC comes out in about an hour and a half. So sometimes what we could see happening is that this just keeps pushing all the way down to some other significant level. And then when FOMC comes, it just blasts off from there. I'm hoping we could be holding this through FOMC, like as in profit, and then just get a real big boost from there. That momentum is not what we're looking for. Yeah, this is not looking good. If my stop loss gets hit, that's as much as I'm willing to risk for today, I think. So I'm gonna have to stop for today and take it as a red day. It is looking very likely that that's what's happening here. Okay, Waggy. It's good to have those kind of rules. Market's just not moving the way I expected here. Like, this could really just be a continuation here. Like, it's gonna keep pushing maybe up to this zone while we wait for FOMC, and then from there, depending on what the news is, we could see it blast off from here. So I was hoping that we would get into the trade before FOMC, be in profit, and then when that news comes out and it keeps rallying, then we would be in a very big move. But that is not looking ideal right now. Hopefully we can get a bounce off of the 50% level here again. That'd be nice. if price continues to move down here, this is gonna have to be the last trade for today, I think. I haven't hit my daily drawdown, and that's just my personal drawdown. It has nothing to do with prop firms or anything. I haven't hit that yet. I'll still be above it even if this gets hit. But just the way price is moving, I would just stay out for now. Might go get some lunch and see how it is later, or I might just come back tomorrow. Wednesdays are just not a great day sometimes. So since the stream it has died down, I'm just gonna keep the recording going for now, but I'll mute my mic for a little bit. If price continues to break, I may take another entry on this trade. Okay guys, it's currently 1 p.m. So stream's been going for about 4 hours now. I will be stopping the stream and I'll continue tracking this trade on the Telegram group. For anybody that joined today or just watching the video after the fact, I try to do it every day except for like holidays and stuff. So please subscribe, like, and feel free to join the Telegram group where I post like free signals, analysis, coaching, things like that. So thanks everybody for joining today. Have a good day. Good luck with your trades. Take care. Bye.